Incompetency is running rampant across the country, and you may have noticed at the local level with those in charge of your hometown. How do you know this has affected you? Well, do you live in a city run by a Democratic mayor? Then bingo, there's your answer. I'm Katie Petrick, and this is Healthy Republic. Let me tell you, I am entirely sick of the fact that not much of anything has been done about these Democrat mayors, governors, and representatives for all of the bullshit they have been spewing. Sure, President Trump has tweeted about some of it, but sane America doesn't live on Twitter. So fine, I guess I'll just do the RNC and Trump campaign staff's job for them. Roll clip.
It is 2020, a time when Democrat mayors turn a blind eye to crime because they hate you. And would you rather live in fear?
Let go of me!
While they make up lies.
It's not an armed takeover. We will be fine in Seattle. We don't need the president's help.
Instead of trying to keep you safe,
we will not allow federal troops in our city.
They prioritize political pandering.
We are not denigrating anything. We are liberating Fifth Avenue.
Yes, I'm the mayor, but I'm a black woman first.
This is an egregious overreaction on the part of the federal officer.
And go hand in hand with rioters and looters, at least until they get turned on. And then they just walk away to cry.
Go home, Jacob, go home! Go home, Jacob, go home! Go home, Jacob, go home!
Keep electing them to get more of the same empty promises.
And change is coming in this city. I have no doubt about that.
But it's been a blessing, and let me tell you why.
We already know why. We can see through the bull. This November, think for yourselves.
Share this video, if for nothing but to let people see what the media refuses to be honest about. This could be a great campaign ad. It could be huge. As you have borne witness, all we hear from the talking heads is that everything, and I mean everything, that has happened since Trump came down that escalator is his fault. No matter that many of these people who hate Trump and claim to not believe in anything treat him like a god, little g. They idolize him while also kneeling at Satan's altar because they kneel for anything you tell them to. And then, they demand you do the same.
Joe Biden showing solidarity with demonstrators taking a knee.
You are not the president. No one who leads so many could possibly kneel so quickly.
We need leaders who won't kneel like this.
It's better not to have on high heels.
That clip never gets old, unlike Nancy. We are now less than 100 days until the election, and that means panic porn is full throttle for everything, including more of the kneeling for the communist organization Black Lives Matter, under the guise that it is to honor George what's-his-name.
This legislation is worthy of George Kirby's name.
George Kirby. Floyd. George Floyd. Nancy is all about giving names to things. Accuracy be damned. As we know, it's somehow racist to say Wuhan virus, despite it coming from, Wuhan, China. So Nancy took it upon herself to change it.
And in fact, clearly, it is the Trump virus.
And she wasn't done naming things with Trump.
This president, I have a new name for him, Mr. Make Matters Worse. He has made matters worse from the start. Delay, denial, it's a hoax, it'll go away magically, it's a miracle, and all the rest.
She actually just gave out the slogan for Joe Biden's campaign. Delay, denial, it's a hoax, it'll go away magically. Fingers crossed. But on a scale of 1 to awesome, Mr. Make Matters Worse is a weak burn. Do better, Nancy, or you won't get your ice cream. On the note of something everyone should enjoy, like ice cream, the national pastime returned this week, so there is something to cheer about, even if it is just the one thing. And if you watched Dr. Anthony Fauci throw out the first pitch of the season before the start of the Washington Nationals New York Yankees game, you also have something to laugh about.
Dr. Anthony Fauci.
That was as bad as the last president's throw.
just a bit outside.
Meanwhile, at the White House,
Donald Trump is not that bad.
and that's the truth. Trump's not that bad. Someone who is that bad is Representative Jerry Nadler, a leader of the Trump impeachment Captain Planet Squad, who happens to represent the Lollipop Guild, and just like the mayors, wants you to believe that everything is unicorns and rainbows.
There's violence across the whole country. Do you disavow the violence from Antifa? That's happening in Portland right now. There's riots.
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
About Antifa in Portland?
Yes.
Sir, there's videos everywhere online. There's fires and riots. They're throwing fireworks at federal officers. DHS is there. Look online. It gets crazy, Mr. Nadler.
That is crazy, Mr. Nadler. Fleckus is correct. Roll clip.
Portland police declared a riot downtown this morning as protesters faced off with officers for the 58th night in a row. Police say the crowd threw bottles and rocks over the fence at officers. Some even shot fireworks at the courthouse, while others tried cutting through the fence with power tools.
That is Portland, and it has been for the past 2 months. It's a myth that everything is under control. It's a myth that politicians are wanting to do anything about it. It's all a myth. But it is true that Jerry and the gang are happy to cash their paychecks and sleep in their cozy beds without a care to truly solve the issues at hand. None of those Democrat mayors or the national leaders have done anything for years and years.
Trump's not that bad. Just trying to raise awareness.
Trump has many personal flaws. We all do. But what the Democratic Party is pushing collectively is much more dangerous, deadly even. They manipulate, they perpetuate, and they defecate. Yes, defecate. We are talking about major cities run by Democrats, after all. The proof is in the city limits. Until next time, stay healthy, America.